Hello and welcome, I'm Bobby, and today we're diving deep into the science behind so-called superfoods. It's a term that gets thrown around a lot, but what does it really mean? In this video, we're cutting through the marketing hype to bring you the evidence. We'll be exploring the peer-reviewed research that demonstrates their remarkable benefits for your health and longevity. Every single food we discuss today has been chosen based on rigorous scientific studies, showing how they can help us live longer, healthier lives. We'll look at the specific compounds within these foods and the mechanisms by which they work in our bodies. For example, what exactly do antioxidants do, and how do they protect our cells? How can certain fatty acids support our heart and brain function? It's not about magic, it's about biochemistry. We're going to break down the science in a way that's easy to understand and apply to your daily life. First on our list are blueberries, and for good reason. These small berries pack a massive antioxidant punch, primarily from compounds called anthocyanins, which give them their deep blue color. A randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study published in the European Journal of Nutrition found that daily consumption of wild blueberries for 12 weeks improved cognitive function, specifically executive function and memory, in older adults. The researchers attributed this to the anthocyanins crossing the blood-brain barrier and exerting neuroprotective effects, reducing inflammation and oxidative stress directly within the brain. This isn't just a minor boost. We're talking about tangible protection against age-related cognitive decline. So, how can you get these benefits? It's surprisingly simple. The evidence suggests that even a cup a day can make a difference. I love adding a generous handful of frozen wild blueberries to my morning oatmeal, or blending them into a smoothie. The freezing process can actually make the anthocyanins more bioavailable. Their versatility makes them one of the easiest and most delicious ways to support your long-term brain health and combat the cellular damage that accelerates aging. Next up is spinach, a leafy green that's far more than just a source of iron. While it is a good plant-based source of iron, its real superpower for longevity lies in its incredible vitamin K content. A single cup of raw spinach provides well over the daily recommended intake of vitamin K, a nutrient that is absolutely critical for bone health. Vitamin K activates osteocalcin, a protein that helps anchor calcium into our bone matrix. The Framingham Heart Study, a long-term cohort study, showed a direct correlation between higher vitamin K intake and greater bone mineral density, significantly reducing the risk of hip fractures in older adults. Popeye was onto something, but we can do better than eating it straight from a can. To maximize nutrient absorption, especially minerals like iron and calcium, it helps to pair spinach with a source of vitamin C. A simple spinach salad with some bell peppers or a squeeze of lemon juice is perfect. I often wilt a few large handfuls into my soups, stews, or pasta sauces right at the end of cooking. It shrinks down so much you're getting a huge nutritional benefit without dramatically changing the dish. You can also blend it into smoothies, you won't even taste it, or toss it into omelets and scrambles for a powerful start to your day. Let's talk about fatty fish, specifically wild-caught salmon. The key players here are the long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. Our bodies can't produce these efficiently, so we must get them from our diet. These fats are integral to our cellular membranes, particularly in the heart and brain. A meta-analysis published in the Journal of the American Medical Association concluded that consumption of fatty fish is strongly associated with a lower risk of dying from coronary heart disease. The omega-3s in salmon help lower triglycerides, reduce blood pressure, prevent blood clots, and fight inflammation throughout the cardiovascular system. For optimal benefits, the American Heart Association recommends eating at least 2 servings of fatty fish per week. A serving is about 3.5 ounces cooked. Grilling, baking, or poaching salmon are excellent methods that don't require adding unhealthy fats. A simple preparation with lemon, dill, and a sprinkle of black pepper is all you need to let the flavor shine. You can flake leftover cooked salmon into salads for lunch the next day, or make salmon cakes. If you don't eat fish, a high-quality third-party tested algae-based omega-3 supplement is the next best thing to get your EPA and DHA. If you're looking for a plant-based source of omega-3 fatty acids, look no further than walnuts. They are unique among nuts for their high concentration of alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, which is a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Now, while the body's conversion of ALA to the more potent EPA and DHA is, well, a bit inefficient, ALA has its own independent benefits. Research, such as the pre-dime study, has actually linked regular nut consumption, particularly walnuts, to improved cognitive function and a lower risk of cardiovascular disease. Just a quarter cup of walnuts provides over 100% of the daily recommended intake of plant-based omega-3s. They make for an incredibly simple and satisfying snack on their own, helping to keep you full and stabilize blood sugar. Moving on to the world of fermented foods, we have Greek yogurt. Its main benefit comes from its rich content of probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that populate our gut. A healthy gut microbiome is now understood to be central to our overall health, influencing everything from our immune system to our mood and metabolism. A systematic review in the Journal of Nutrition found that regular consumption of probiotic-rich yogurt can improve digestive health, reduce the symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome, and even enhance immune function. When choosing a Greek yogurt, look for plain, unsweetened varieties that list live and active cultures on the label to ensure you're getting the probiotic benefits. It's the perfect base for a breakfast parfait. Just layer it with berries and walnuts for a superfood trifecta. Quinoa is often mistaken for a grain, but it's actually a seed, and it's a nutritional powerhouse. What makes it so special is that it's a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids that our bodies cannot produce on their own. This is rare for a plant-based food, and makes it an incredible source of fuel, particularly for those on a vegetarian or vegan diet. The combination of protein and high fiber content in quinoa leads to a slow release of energy, preventing blood sugar spikes and keeping you feeling full and energized for longer. Research has shown that diets rich in whole grains and pseudo-cereals like quinoa are linked to a lower risk of type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Quinoa is also remarkably versatile and easy to prepare. It cooks just like rice but in about 15 minutes. Use it as a base for a nutrient-dense lunch bowl topped with roasted vegetables, beans, and a healthy dressing. Now for a cruciferous champion, broccoli. Its claim to fame is a compound called sulforaphane, which is formed when the broccoli is chopped or chewed. Sulforaphane has been extensively studied for its powerful health benefits. It's known to be a potent activator of the NRF2 pathway, which is our body's master antioxidant switch, upregulating hundreds of our own antioxidant and detoxification enzymes. A study from Johns Hopkins University showed that sulforaphane can help protect our cells from damage, reduce inflammation, and has demonstrated potent cancer-fighting properties in lab studies, particularly for prostate and breast cancers. To maximize the formation of sulforaphane, it's best to use the hack and hold method. Chop the broccoli and let it sit for about 40 minutes before cooking. Steaming or light roasting are the best cooking methods to preserve its nutrients. I love roasted broccoli with a little garlic and olive oil until it's tender with crispy edges. The golden spice, turmeric, has been used for centuries in Ayurvedic medicine, and modern science is now confirming its potent medicinal properties. The main active compound in turmeric is curcumin, which is a powerful anti-inflammatory agent and antioxidant. Chronic low-level inflammation is a key driver of almost every major Western disease, including heart disease, cancer, and Alzheimer's. A meta-analysis published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that curcumin supplementation significantly lowered markers of inflammation, such as C-reactive protein, on par with some anti-inflammatory drugs, but without the side effects. The challenge with curcumin is its poor bioavailability, meaning our bodies don't absorb it very well on their own. However, there's a simple trick. Pair it with black pepper. A compound in black pepper called piperine can enhance curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. I add turmeric to almost everything savory: soups, stews, roasted vegetables, and lentil curries. A popular and delicious way to consume it is in golden milk, a warm drink made with turmeric, black pepper, ginger, and cinnamon. Let's move on to a beverage that has been celebrated for its health benefits for millennia: green tea. The health-promoting properties of green tea are largely attributed to its high concentration of polyphenolic compounds called catechins, the most potent of which is epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG. EGCG is a powerful antioxidant that has been shown in numerous studies to protect cells from DNA damage caused by free radicals. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has also linked regular green tea consumption to a modest increase in metabolism and fat oxidation, which may support weight management over time. The key is to drink it regularly. To maximize the catechin release, brew your tea with water that's hot but not boiling around 175 degrees Fahrenheit or 80 degrees Celsius, and steep for about 3 to 5 minutes. You can enjoy it hot, or brew a large batch and keep it in the fridge for a refreshing iced tea. Squeezing a bit of lemon juice into your tea can also help preserve the catechins and enhance their absorption. We'll end on a sweet note with dark chocolate, and yes, eaten correctly it can be a true health food. The benefits come from the cacao bean itself, which is packed with flavonoids, a type of antioxidant. These flavonoids have been shown to improve cardiovascular health in several ways. A meta-analysis published in the British Medical Journal found that high cocoa consumption was associated with improved blood vessel function, lower blood pressure, and reduced levels of bad LDL cholesterol. The flavonoids help stimulate the lining of our arteries, the endothelium, to produce nitric oxide, which helps relax the arteries and improve blood flow. The key is to choose the right kind of chocolate. You want to look for a high cacao content, 70% or higher. The higher the percentage, the more flavonoids and the less sugar you'll get. A small square or two a day is all you need to reap the rewards without overdoing it on calories. Think of it as a small, delicious, and heart-protective indulgence. And there you have it, 10 delicious and powerful foods, each one backed by solid scientific evidence to support your journey toward a longer, healthier life. From the brain-boosting power of blueberries and walnuts to the heart-protective benefits of salmon and dark chocolate, we've seen how specific compounds in these foods can work to protect our bodies at a cellular level. It's not about finding a single magic bullet, but about building a diet rich in a variety of these nutrient-dense foods that work together to combat inflammation, oxidative stress, and the chronic diseases of aging. The best part is that incorporating these foods doesn't require a complete dietary overhaul. The goal is progress, not perfection. I encourage you to pick just 2 or 3 foods from this list that appeal to you and find a simple way to add them to your meals this week. Maybe it's adding spinach to your morning omelet, snacking on a handful of walnuts in the afternoon, or swapping a sugary drink for a cup of green tea. Small, consistent changes are what lead to profound and lasting health benefits over time. Thank you so much for joining me today for this deep dive into the science of nutrition. If you found this information helpful and want to continue learning about evidence-based ways to improve your health, please consider subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications. We have so much more to explore together. Let me know in the comments which of these foods you're excited to try first. Stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.